Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah. Ma ba'd. The question is asking here, I've got a stomachache, and the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Batuna shaheed." The person who dies with a stomach illness, he will die as a shaheed. Should I then accept what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has written for me, and even if I die as a shaheed, then that's it, it's all good in the end, isn't it? Is that alright or not? The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Tadawu." To the believers, seek some kind of remedy for the illness or whatever difficulty that you're experiencing. He also said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Ma anzalallahu da illa anzala ma'ahu shifa." There is no illness that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent down. There is no difficulty that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent down, except for that there is a cure. Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in another hadith, "Hubb as-sawda," the black seed, shifa li kulli da, is a cure for all illnesses, all ailments, except death. The Messenger of Allah ﷺ taught us about ruqya. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran about honey, wa shifa min butuni shifa. There's a liquid which comes out from their bellies, from their stomachs, from the nahl, and it is a shifa. And there are many ayat and there are many ahadith which talk about shifa. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a shafi, one of his names, one of his attributes, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Therefore there has to be a balance in our understanding, and that balance comes in another hadith. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, he said sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, "La tatamannaw liqa' al-adu." Do not want to meet the enemy, but if you meet the enemy, fathbutu, then be firm. What we learn from this hadith, okay, this is talking about combat and facing your enemy, fine, but the principle is found in this with the ulama, that do not wish for yourself difficulty. Do not want to find yourself in a difficult situation and then say, "Oh well, I want Allah's reward from that difficult situation anyway." The Messenger of Allah ﷺ did not want that for us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not want that for us. يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ بِكُمُ الْيُسْرَ وَلَا يُرِيدُ بِكُمُ الْعُسْرَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants ease for you. He doesn't want difficulty for you. Allah does not want you to live a life of difficulty and sadness and complaints. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to be thankful. However, if you meet the enemy, if you are afflicted with something, then be patient. Umar radiallahu anh, during the pandemic that existed in his time, a person said something which is very similar, which is, let's just go ahead anyway, and if we die as shaheed. So we're going to go to the Qadr of Allah. Umar radiallahu anh said, no, this is the wrong understanding. Let's turn away from the pandemic and move away and head in the opposite direction from those people who have been afflicted, because this disease is contagious. نُفِرُّ مِنْ قَدْرِ اللَّهِ إِلَىٰ قَدْرِ اللَّهِ. We are running away from the Qadr of Allah to the Qadr of Allah. This is what Umar radiallahu anh said. When he's talking about illness, is precisely the question, which is that, yes, we depend upon the Qadr of Allah. We admit and submit to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decreed, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we don't have free will in our action, and this is also part of the Qadr of Allah. Therefore, if a person is able to seek shifa, then he should do so. But if everything has been stressed, then be patient and be thankful with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whatever that He has written for you, and then have good thoughts, because if you have tried everything and still it is not going away, this is when your hope has to increase above your level of fear. And this is what the ulama have said, that when a person is towards the end of his life, as the Messenger of Allah said in a hadith which is sahih, do not let any one of you doubt, illa yuhassin dhann billah, until he has had good thoughts of Allah. So now this person increases in his hope. So once you have tried everything, then you just leave it with Allah and you think, okay, well, if I've tried everything and if it's not going to work out, I could die as a shaheed anyway, inshallah, if I've got stomach issues or anything like that. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He grants us all shifa, and He grants us ease and prosperity, and He grants us the best of sabr if we have been afflicted with whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decreed for us to be afflicted with. Allahu a'lam wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina.